Welcome back to Solynod Hex, everybody. Today we'll be holding session number 266, and today's session is sponsored by our patrons. Thank you very much, patrons, for your generous pledges.
Yay!
Thank you.
We wouldn't
Much
have
appreciated.
dynamic lighting without you. Sorry for the late start today. We had a lot of technical difficulties with sound, and we wanted to try out the WebRTC sound system on Roll20, and unfortunately it was too buggy, so we went back to Discord, which now has been updated and debugged by the Discord team and is working just fine. So again, Discord is the most reliable sound app. Okay, so in order to thank you, the players, for your patience during this trying time, I want to give you a bonus for showing up on time and being patient. 10 times that normal, so it's going to be a 2,000 point bonus today. Because that was pretty much BS what happened earlier. So if you click on your main character's token and then hold the shift key and double click your token to open up your character sheet, and please add 2,000 experience points for showing up on time and being so patient. That was excellent. Okay. So when we last played, the group was in the city of Enervia City, the capital city of the country of Enervia. And if I recall correctly, last session, Asher recruited not just one, but 2 new henchmen.
Yep, it's a party now.
Oh yeah. And Leifon Show was trying to contract one of the NPCs to create a magical chain to be used as a weapon.
Aye.
The power of the chain he wanted to create seemed to require a bit too much questing to get all the magical spells and reagents necessary, but perhaps a less powerful version would be more conducive to his time constraints. I don't know what kind of power he's willing to let go of. Disruption, the disruption power is pretty powerful when it comes to like demons and devils and stuff. It can any extraplanar creature, I believe, it can just blast things out of existence and automatically kill stuff. So that's pretty powerful. But a lesser power, like maybe +1 or +2, would cost much less time and resources, I'm sure.
I wasn't here last week, so my tokens aren't on the board.
Okay.
Or at least Bell, Kane, and Gravel are not on the board.
Yeah, I think I did. Okay, I know Morgan is here, and I think Belkane was in the room with him. So let's see, Circus, and Belkane and company. Belkane. Alright, and then Gravo.
He should have been on the table with Karen Glover.
Okay, Karen Glower has sort of gone off with Asher now. Okay, so we still have 2 player characters who don't have henchmen. and I'm sure there'll be plenty of chances for that to happen. Oh no, one player character, just Gromnar, right? Yeah, just Gromnar. Oh, and Brian Druid. Brian Druid, that's right. Yep. Okay. All right. So on the turn order tracker, we left off at the end of a round. Since Varen's not here, I'm just gonna put his character's tokens onto the GM layer. Whoops. Not the candle, though.
I'm just glad it's not only me that grabs can.
Yeah, I accidentally grabbed a candle just now. Okay, so... Yeah, Varen's Polymorph still has some time left. Time now is 3:08 p.m. on 28 December, 10 AE5. Calamar's Levitation still has some time left, and first up is Asher and Company.
Okay, so Asher kind of looks over at Gromnar and says, "All right, well, I've got some errands to run, so if you want to stand here and statue it up, then I'll head on and do that."
The silence is his response. He's not moving so that the sculptor can do his...
Okay. And then Asher looks over at the woman in the shop and says, "Hey, last session she had tried to give her a sapphire, and she's like, 'Oh, that's too rich for my blood.' And so Asher asks her, 'Do you know of a place where I could get this exchange for some gold?'"
Let's see. Can you refresh my memory where Asher is at? I don't...
She's at the clothier. She's at the carpenter. And so out of game, I know that practically across the street is like a sort of pawn shop where Calamar and friends were told they could do that. So I didn't know if this woman also knew that.
Can I get like an arrow or something?
Give me a second. I'm just now finding where my character is.
I've got one up if you guys can find the light blue arrow.
Oh, okay, there we go. I found it.
It's about 3/4 of the way down and in the middle, if it means anything to you.
Yep. So I think it's to the northeast where you sent Calamar and friends.
Yeah. Okay. So the peddler, what kind of stone are you giving?
I was trying to give her a sapphire, but she's like, "Oh no, can't take that." So I gave her 6 of the 20 gold that I owe her.
Okay. And sapphires are worth 1,000 gold, right?
I thought it was 300.
Oh. Let's see. Treasure tables, gems. So clear.
I thought it was 100. That's what it was. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, they're worth 1,000 GP. Sapphires are.
Oh well, I shortchanged myself.
Star sapphires are worth 5,000. Black sapphires are worth 5,000, and regular sapphires, which are clear to medium blue, are worth 1,000 GP.
Hooray!
So you are rich. You are rich. And she's like, you know, oh no, I couldn't possibly take that. But what was the payment for?
So they are creating a mannequin of the exact likeness of Gromnar. She charged me 20 gold. I only had 6 gold on me. So she agreed to take the 6 gold and then I would pay her later.
Okay.
But first I tried to give her the sapphire and she's like, oh no, I basically don't have change for that. So I'm asking her is, do you know of anywhere where I could get this changed out for some spendable currency?
Oh, well, you could try, going over to the, Zeke's Antiques over there. Yeah, they, that's our jeweler around here. Zeke, he specializes in art objects and, jewelry, I think. It's,
sounds great.
Right across the square there, northeast of here. I'm sure they're open.
All right, well, I'll get that taken care of. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure, miss. What was it again?
Asher.
Asher. Pleased to meet you.
Good to meet you. Have fun, Gromnar. And she kind of waves as she and Jim walk out. And then kind of waves at Kay and Glor to come along.
And he nods dutifully, and you know, starts falling behind you, sort of guarding you from the rear, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a good servitor would to his matron, Grey Elf.
Yeah, I was reading his bio and I'm like, this is an interesting turn of events for him.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, did I walk to the back of the shop? Oh, no, there's the door.
Yeah.
I did walk to the back of the shop?
Yeah. The
Oh,
door
okay,
is on
okay.
this side.
Oh, okay. Well, I have enough movement to make it there.
Okay.
All right.
It's like a 10-foot wide door. And the inside is warm. There's a couple, well, I guess there's, we'll say there's a fireplace. Fireplace in the corner. I know there's a corner fireplace. Come on. Where's it at? Oh well, it is a big, beautiful fireplace in the back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like so.
And
about 10 feet wide. With a big area around it for sparks. And it's giving off light. Let's see. Lighting effects. Oh, light sources. With the fire right there. Boom. Giving off warmth. And And then we've got a couple of people inside. There, of course, is the merchant Zeke. Who is a rich merchant, and his assistant, the normal merchant.
For reference, by the way, the screen is entirely black, even after zooming.
Oh, 1 second. Actually, I'll take care of that in a minute.
All right.
Okay, so there is a merchant sort of tending the fire over here in the corner. And then Zeke himself is standing behind the counter. He's got like a top hat. He looks like a rich arsehole. Zeke. Boom.
And I already asked a pertinent question, so I guess I'll approach him on my next turn.
Okay. Next up is Leifon Show.
I haven't found my token yet. I'm still looking. But I am in the shop.
Okay. You are way... So if you zoom out... you are way over here. Can you see that big arrow?
Top or bottom? Top or bottom?
Uh,
It's huge.
Scroll down. You see that arrow?
I screwed all the way out. No.
Scroll out and then kind of scroll down to the south end of town, and you should see the arrow.
Okay.
So right at the tip of the arrow, thereabouts, is Leifon Show.
What time of day is it?
It's about 3:08 in the afternoon.
Okay, I can see the map now properly.
Okay. So you see Leifon Show there, in a room lit by 2 candles. And the tradesman's in the other room, pinging away at a blade.
I guess I'll just head out into the market.
Okay. Right outside the door, you see the man's son there. Trying to sell things. He's like hawking as people walk by. He looks like a little beggar. Like that. Sky is real dark. I guess he would have set up some torches. some torches on his wares. And he nods to you as you pass by. You hear the sound of like falling water just at the edge of the light over here. And just at the edge of the light also, you're able to see what looks like a short wall of bricks curving around something. It's like a small circular wall.
I'll ask the boy, where's the fabric store? One that crafts clothing. I'm looking for someone who has great skill and lots of accessory of fabric.
Oh yeah, there's a haberdashery. It's let's see, from here, if you head west, about 4 or 5 blocks.
Wait, did you guys ever find the haberdashery?
I don't know.
I did. That's where we bought the cloak, right?
Yeah, that's where Gromnar is now. No, I'm sorry. We came from the haberdashery and then with the carpet.
Yeah.
Came from the haberdashery just now. Maybe I.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have been confusing. On the last session,
Yeah.
Calamar and friends bought a cloak at the haberdashery, and then later, Asher and friends stopped by there to ask about where they got their dummies, and they sent them to the carpenter.
Oh, at Penelope's Groceries?
No, at the haberdashery. Calamar and friends went to the haberdashery and bought a cloak, and then later went to the grocer.
Yeah.
Oh, and the groceries was right across the street?
Yeah.
Okay, so, jeez, I didn't label it.
Well, you know what? He's not really gonna care, is he? If you accidentally put one here and one there, and then next time you switch the two, it really doesn't matter.
Whoops. I'm not even sure I spelled that right. Okay. Alright. So the little boy goes,
Yeah, if you head west about 5 blocks and then turn south about 3, you'll get there and lickety split.
I gives him a thumb up, and I guess I'll head there.
and that's basically leading you over to over to here. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, west 3 blocks and south 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or you could cut through the middle.
Okay, I guess just cut through the middle. Probably gets there quicker.
Yeah.
Basically, what I was trying to say is, if you just go due southwest of here, you'll basically get there in no time at all. Especially if you jog. I mean, there's a lot of ground to cover, but yeah, it should go quick.
Is it right here?
Southwest, so down this way.
Maybe that's 24. So how many can I get with jogging?
4 times your movement rate. Your current movement rate. I don't know if you're encumbered or not.
No.
And as you pass through, there's all sorts of peddlers hawking their wares. The center seems to be where the traveling peddlers go to. So there's all kinds of lean-tos and stuff surrounding the gold statue of the saviors of Enervia City. And of course there are guards posted up all around the statue as you pass by. And you can see by the light of some light sources, these beautiful fountains and whatnot. Oh, you don't have your lantern. You probably would have lit your lantern.
Yeah. Yes, I have my lantern. My hooded lantern. It has continuous light on it.
Let's see.
Is it
Searches.
south?
Leaf on show. Hooded lantern right here. There you go. I put it right on top of your character so you can see.
Okay. Is this the place, or did I go to the wrong one?
Oh, just one more to the west. You'd be able to see it from here.
Wait a minute, I can't see anything. It went black.
Yeah, I don't see your character anymore. I think you were right about here.
Alright, now I can see. What is it? Where am I going?
To that one right there. Okay. So here is your hooded lantern, and you've found the door. And of course the door opens freely. And inside is a merchant hawking haberdashes. Just clothing. It's a clothing store.
Good evening. What do you all have for sale here?
And it's a female merchant. She says,
This is Hannah's haberdashery. I'm Hannah. Yes. Hannah's haberdashery. I'm Hannah. Pleased to meet you.
Is there anyone else in the shop? I look around and see if there's anyone else here.
No, it's just...
no, it's just you and her. And the shop is lit by
seemed
candles.
Slow. Business seemed kind of slow. Is it always like this?
Only around this time of year, I'm afraid. We don't get much business. You see, it's, well, everyone is sort of holed up in their houses, trying to keep warm and, roasting meat by the fire with their families and, waiting for the new year. The new year will arrive, in about 3 days, and, there will be a grand celebration, of course, and, maybe business will pick up afterwards. At least you're not my first customer of the day.
Oh?
Yes, there were some elves and such in here earlier.
I see. What type of fabric and material do you carry that is rare?
Oh, let's see. Let me check my stock.
Silk, perhaps? Something very strong, very flashy.
Let me check my stock. Let's see what we have. Money and equipment list, household provisioning, perhaps. Spice, sold, rations. No. Clothing? No. Daily food and lodging? No. Transport animal services? Tack and harness? No. What part of the player's handbook has the list of cloth? I do remember something in there about cloth. Fabrics? Does anyone know?
The only place I ever remember seeing anything like that was in Aurora's whole realm. But then again, that's the only place I ever looked for anything like that.
Okay, well, what about, would there be in clothing there?
I don't know. Have you read the player's handbook?
I'm not.
Oh.
What are you looking for?
Cloth in the player's handbook.
Miscellaneous equipment cloth per 10 square yards. Common per 10 square yards is 7 GP. Fine is 50. Rich is 100.
So we have lots and lots of burlap, and some a little bit of cotton that's grown in tropical regions, so it had to be imported. And then we have one bolt of Eastern silk. It's 10 square yards, of course, and it weighs 10 pounds, and it costs 100 gold.
Do you also accept payment in gems?
Only for exact amounts.
Oh, look, it's exact amount.
I have offer. I hire you to make me nice clothes. I like to look very fancy, very nice. You
Oh.
make me look nice and make look good. I offer to be partner. I give you 3 sapphire.
Sapphires? That's... Oh my. I'd be willing to sell you my entire business. I would work for you.
That is correct. And I would show her the 3 sapphires. All I need is nice clothes.
Oh my, oh dear.
She has a heart
Let's
attack
see.
from being offered so much.
Let's see. Encounter reactions, target the NPC, target the PC. Oh yes, the business is all yours. It's all yours. Hand over the sapphires. The business is all yours. I work for you now.
Here you are.
What would you like this establishment to be called, Mr. What was it?
Le Fun Show.
Leifon Show's haberdashery? Very well. This business shall forever be known as Leifon Show's haberdashery. Good doing business with you, Mr. Leifon Show. I'm, of course, Hannah.
And how long would it take for you to make a nice robe for me, Hannah? A silk.
Oh, a nice silk robe. Let's see here.
Yes, with the nice worn boots. I do lots of kicking and chopping. I need the room to stretch. Not up in crunch to make uncomfortable, because, you know, I have big nuts.
Silk
He wants boots with the fur.
Yes, boots with fur to stay warm. And also a pee-pee hole, you know.
Couple of days, of course. Give me, couple of days. Let's see, clothing. Robe.
Actually, you might
Embroidery.
have to make some alterations. I unravel my chain around my waist. I use this as belt as also a weapon. So I don't make sure the fabric is not ruined with the chain. But the chain is also accommodating to the fabric, make me look nice, sturdy, strong man, you know.
Oh yes, of course. Of course, you are a nice, sturdy, strong man. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. So. Yes. Not the hooded lantern. No. Okay, so, silk robe, fur boots, and what was it?
Some type of holder for chain to go around body to hold look nice.
Oh, like, belt loops on the outside of your robe, perhaps?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. What's have the what is that snappy stuff? Velcro. Yes. Comes easy off if necessary, not handled with buttons, straps, whatnot.
Oh, I've never heard of this Velcro.
It's
So
and stuff.
I'm sure I've heard of someone once known as Velcane. Is that the same as Velcro?
Ah, yes, yes. He's a good friend of mine. Dick Donnie, great guy.
Oh, perhaps you could ask him about
Yes,
Velcro.
he is hilarious and nice and strong too.
I'm sure. Okay. So I'll get right to work on that, and I'll have that ready for you in approximately 3 days.
Ah, great. Just in case I lose track of time, send a messenger to write me. I am at the very fancy hotel. They have banquet there. May not have a taste to eat meat, but I hope they have great vegetable stew. If not, I just eat nuts.
So I just put it on the turn order tracker. Lays closed ready on 31 December.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Gromnar.
Gromnar is plain statue until this carpenter is done with metal.
Okay. So, yeah, he's like taking measurements of you and like writing it down on a sheet of paper with like a piece of chalk and or not paper but parchment with a piece of chalk. And then he goes back to measuring you. And he goes,
Oi, I never thought I'd have to do work like a tailor before. This should be interesting. I suppose being an armorer is a bit like being a tailor. Except you're not working with cloth, you're working with what armors are made of. I suppose. That would be a strange aspect of being an artisan, I think. Well, don't. Stop moving, wait. Don't, Oh, you're ticklish there. Oh.
And he just sort of, goes about measuring you. And then he finishes after, a few measurements. Takes a measurement of like your waist, your thighs, your calves, your forearms, around your head, and around your neck and whatnot. Your biceps and shit. And he goes,
Right. So come back tomorrow and I'll have a dummy for you. I'm not sure, like there's no guarantee how useful it will be to the armorer though, because don't armorers work with moving parts?
Gromnar and I know this Asher idea.
Right. I mean, I've never done this before for an armorer to work on, so I'm not sure how well it works. I mean, wouldn't someone have thought of it before? If it worked well? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out.
Gromnar not get paid think. Gromnar get paid make sleep.
Make sleep? Oh, you mean the big sleep, eh?
Yes, sleep. Make swing swords. Make red water come out and.
Oh yeah, the red water, blood, yeah.
That's what Gromnar get paid for. Gromnar not get paid think. Asher be the one thinking.
Right. Okay. Well, you're free to go then, lad. See you, like, tomorrow evening. Shouldn't take long. I've just gotta, do some axe work here. Couple of drill holes and, some bolts. It'll be good. I've got a blacksmith that makes bolts. You know what bolts are? It's this new invention. It's ingenious. They're made of metal, and it's a metal rod, and it's threaded. And you take this thing, what's called a nut, that you turn with a spanner, and you attach it to the threads, right? And here's the kicker. You spin it, and it travels along the rod, along the threads, right? So you tighten it with a spanner, and you can put anything together. Bits of metal, bits of wood, cloth, leather, furniture. It's this brand new invention. We're quite an inventive city here.
Gromnar have to Leifon show. Leifon show like eat nuts.
Oh, well, probably not these nuts. Heh, they're what made of iron and whatnot. But yeah, I'll see you next time, lad. Come back tomorrow evening, right?
Okay, Gromnar tell. And he will slowly make his way back to the inn where he thinks Asher will be at.
So I've added it to the turn order tracker that Gromnar's dummy will be ready on the evening of 29 December.
If you're doing that, did you want to put the cloak on there as well?
Yeah,
sure, that
the
was...
cloak and the clasp.
Yeah.
Gromnar's cloak and clasp ready. When's it supposed to be ready?
You said 24 hours.
Okay. So evening 29 December. Boom.
Yeah, because she has to pay still, so anything that you have to pay for, it seems like it should be on there.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is Calamar and Company, and I don't quite remember where Calamar was.
I do. Oh, I'm drawing a purple line. Look at me! Do you see the purple line?
1 second, let me zoom out. I think you were up north of here.
Yeah, I was north. Well, I honestly cannot remember the place we were at. Can you tell me that much? I can see inside, and it's got a guy and a campfire.
Laker Bakery for a cake.
Okay. So Boogie Will and Toronto go inside, and Boogie Will starts talking. He says, "Hello." Wait. Hello.
Hello. Hello. I think he's deaf.
There's a merchant inside, and he turns to you. Wait. Let's see if it's a he at all. Yep, it's a he. He's wearing fine clothes of the gentry, with a top hat included, and he turns to you and says, "Good day. I'm Laker the baker. What can I bake for you today?"
Oh, Laker the baker. That rhymes. That funny. Okay. I want a big birthday cake. A big one with fancy stuff on it, and and pillars and stuff. Can you make one like that?
You mean like with different levels?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like that.
How many levels?
4?
4 levels, and then you want it to be a layer cake.
Yeah.
Okay, how many layers per level?
3.
3. And then what diameter do you want the largest level to be?
And it looks at Toronto confused, and she's like, oh, sorry.
About like this, and she holds up her arms about 1.5 feet apart.
Oh, about 1.5 feet, eh? Let's see. So, 1.5 feet, a foot, and half a foot at the top. That's going to be about... going to be a little expensive. That's quite a bit of buttercream I've got to use for the icing, and that's going to be 9 layers, so that's 9 tins. About 9 hours of work just for the cakes, and then probably another 9 hours. So, probably day after tomorrow, and 9 gold.
No, it needs to be for tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
Well, 18 gold, and I'll get another baker to help me.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. And then Toronto goes,
Do you also have some little cupcakes or, just small bites?
I'll throw in 20 donut holes. How about that?
Oh, that's lovely, yes.
Do you like donut holes?
Yeah, but I love donut holes. What's a donut hole?
It's the center of the donut, you see. When you punch it out, you remove the center and turn it into a bowl. and then you deep fry them all together so that you've got donuts and donut holes, and you use the donut holes so that you don't waste the dough for the nuts.
Oh, that's delicious. Yes, we'll take that. And do we want any more munchies?
He says, well, Asher says she got some munchies, but so I think that's all we need. Here you go, and he gives the money. And they go up the shop.
Right, so 18 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
I paid him with 3 platinum and 3 gold. That should work, right?
Oh, thank you.
Do we need anything else? They ask and they sit there and they think, no, I can't think of anything. We'll have to go on back. And so they head on back to where they were.
Goodbye.
Bye. They're gonna get back. And Jesse is gonna spend some time trying to make the dog learn how to pee on command. So when she says, somebody's a dog face or whatever, then he'll run over and pee on them. But it's gonna take a long time, I figure. But I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated.
Okay. Next up.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh. Where'd your tokens go?
We're moving. We're moving back to the beginning. We're going back to the inn.
Okay.
And I don't know where they are. They're right here, though.
Well, I suppose I could just do this here. Just be like Circus, Calamar. And just do it that way. There we go. Okay, next up is you, Brian Jared.
Right, I'll move forward a little bit to see what's on either way here. I should have some view on here. I'm still looking for where everybody disappeared.
Okay, I see you now.
Well, that was a fast thing. Lefonso must have bought that building. Old name has been drawn out, and there's now Lefonso's haberdashery.
Oh yeah.
And paint is wet too. Lefonso must have gone that way.
Yeah,
right,
you saw him
moving forward to see where's the door for that place. Maybe Lefonso is there.
It's right here. You can see continual light coming out of it.
Yeah. It fascinates Braindead a little bit on how humans are dressing. So the door widens a bit, and a small gold dragon enters the building. Hey, Lefonso.
Bonjour. Good to see you. Welcome.
So this is where you get all your clothing?
No. I will be from now on. Hannah here is new employee. Wonderful person. Great design.
Oh,
Top notch.
greetings,
Hannah is
Hannah.
quite enjoyed.
I'm actually in a little bit questioning phase comes to Brainerd, and you know, Lefonso, that I am actually able to take a form of someone else. But I was just wondering, how would people react if I would change into a human, and if I wouldn't be wearing any clothing?
That is a good question. They will freak out very much. Nude is not
How is
prohibited.
it so different between humans and the dragon?
Very simple. The beast nature of animals that humans look at are animals. They have whatever the great Confucius give them. Very simple. But humans love to procreate. Therefore, they will entice one or another to do very naughty things to another. So we cover those areas.
Ah, now I understand. Desire by scarcity.
Exactly. That's why, training as young monk, we must fight those urges. But since I no longer belong to the temple and I am still monk and can't touch women because I am of age, does not apply. But with this great discretion and permission, look at wonderful Hannah, see her nice, wonderful curves and beautiful figure. Cannot force self upon her. It's not right. Look at how it will affect her emotionally, mentally. That is bad. You will walk naked with just impulse and bad thoughts on her. Hurt her, can't focus on work or life.
Ah, attraction like that. And because it is not the natural, well, it is natural state, but because it is not the natural state, that's why they cannot concentrate.
Yes. This also
Oh,
brings
so,
the fact that
alright, got it.
there's one more thing. The nature of how you wear clothes and the condition of them will tell a great deal of your travels as well as your lifestyle.
Ah, so instead of how big hoard you have, it is about what kind of clothing that describes the same to other people.
If you wear something very ragged, dirty, then it means you are not only clean, but you do not care much of your height, or you cannot afford to live a very comfortable lifestyle. But if you have one of nice silk and diamonds and jewels and crown, it shows you are very luxurious and you look good. Just like hotel we stay in. The inn, very high class, very nice. Compared to
Thank
living
you
in
for these
stable.
insights to the human life, or humanoid life.
Not at all. Confucius must say, educate those that are dumb and do not know.
Brainerd chuckles.
Okay, next up is...
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Next up is Velcane and company.
Okay, what's going on in the inn right now? That gravel. Has anything changed?
So it looks like Calamar is cleansing his items to be identified, along with Velcane. Morgan is still comatose. Well, I mean not comatose, but catatonic. There is, let's see. I think, yeah, Jezzy is visible and in the room, and I think she was holding on to some things to be appraised, just as she and Calamar finished appraising them. And no one has really gone out to hawk those items yet. They've just appraised them.
Okay. Who is this right here? That gravel can see.
Oh, 1 second. Out in the bar?
Yeah, what's going on out there?
Okay. Goodwife Lardwick is turning the rotisserie that has all the roasts on it. There is a tax collector named Vince down here who is poorly counting his taxes and keeps fucking up on the count and, dumping all the coins out and recounting and whatnot. And there is this girl at the bar who is in her, I believe, mid-20s. A red-haired girl dressed sort of roguishly that talked to Baron and Company last session, but didn't make it into their group. She was saying something about wanting to be an adventurer and was looking for a group to join, but utterly failed. And then there is another group of the City Watch up here. Some City Watch members at the bar. And then their lieutenant, Lieutenant Lars, down here at this table. An indentured cleric, and a couple of their sergeants. They're all waiting for dinner to be served, which the good wife Lardwick is fixing at this time. And Mr. Lardwick, the barkeep, is just sort of tending bar.
Okay. I guess Gravel will walk up to the lady that was trying to be an adventurer and go up and say, I heard you were trying to be an adventurer, Miss Lady. Why is that?
Oh, well, because I keep hearing about these adventurers showing up to town, and giving people gems in order to join their group as an adventurer, and I want to be that rich, like the type of rich where you just give someone a gem worth 1,000 gold in order to get them to join your cause. I mean, that's just so fantastically filthy rich. I want to be that filthy rich. I can't do that in this city. I've got to see the world and explore, apparently, to get the good treasure, the good stuff.
I see. Well, if you stick around, the person that's employing me might see fit to see if he wants you to join up with him.
Oh.
He's busy right now.
Well, I don't know. I'm quite experienced. You see, I've been doing this stuff for about 9 years now, and well, I'm no teenager. I'm quite experienced, actually, and highly skilled.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, then I'll leave you to your business then.
Well, who was this that you said I should speak with?
Velkane. He's doing some magic stuff in the back, trying to look at the items we got in our last dungeon delving.
Oh, like a spell. So he's a wizard.
Yeah, he's something like that. He's like a spellcaster.
And what sort of name is Velkane?
He's a dark elf, so I don't.
Oh.
It's a dark elf name.
Dark elf. I've heard of them. I've never really met one, but don't they like worship like a spider god and eat people and rape things?
I think that's the bad ones. I've never seen him eat people. And I don't see him praying a lot to any gods, so.
The only person in the party who eats people apparently is Brain Druid.
And Gromnar, he wants to eat people too. Gromnar was trying to ask the barkeep to cook up some humans.
So, when can I meet this Velcane?
I think it takes like 8 hours for his spell to finish. So I think it should be around 10 at night. I don't know if you plan on staying around that long.
Oh, well, that would be after 11. That's past my bedtime, so perhaps sometime tomorrow?
Yeah, if you come, we should be still in this bar. We'll be staying here for a while, I think.
Right.
'Cause we got a bunch of injured party members.
Yes, I shall probably go to bed at, well, probably about 10 p.m. But I can't stay here. Apparently there are no vacancies.
Yeah, our group bought out the entire inn. We even had to move some of the rest of our people to the other end down below.
Oh, interesting. What's the name of your group, by the way?
I think they called it the circus.
Oh, the circus. Oh, I've heard of you. This is not the first time you've come through town. There are several famous people who've been members of the circus, come to think of it. Yes, I'm quite certain that at one point, even General Moen traveled with the circus, but never quite joined it. And some dwarf from down south at Duragard, Thrashim was his name, yes, and a female human companion of his, Savannah Rainwater, I think is her name. Yes, I'm quite certain they're the founding members of the circus. Are they still around?
No. Right now, I think the most veteran right now is Varen and Calamar, the two members that are with seniority right now.
Calamar?
Yeah.
You know Calamar?
Yeah, she's in the back with Velcane.
I've heard of this Calamar. Some people in town were spread rumors that Calamar was starting a thief gang, and well, several people said that they knew some folks who well went to join Calamar's thief gang. Is that true that Calamar has his own thief gang?
I don't know if it's a gang, but when we were dungeon delving, a bunch of people came up and under Calamar.
Oh yes, then he has his own gang. That's so cool. I've never met a guild leader before. Only lesser members. I used to be in a guild, you know, and I've never been at the echelon where I would meet the leader.
Oh,
That's...
really? Yeah, we just he just travels with us.
And really, I should probably have my own guild at this point, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. So, yes, I guess I'll see you around tomorrow, maybe?
Maybe. I'll see you then.
Alright. What was your name? I'm Lassie Lane.
I'm, Gravo.
Nice to meet you, Gravo.
Yes, nice to meet you too. He'll, after that, just walk back to his table.
Okay. So, Vilcane, go ahead and roll initiative for your party. Your player character, that is. Medium-sized base speed, if you could, please. And that should...
Okay, I rolled it.
There we go. Okay, I'm just going to advance the turn order to Varen's Polymorph so that it increments, and then ascending order. Okay. So time now is 3:09 p.m. First up is... Leifon Show, go ahead and roll size-based initiative, if you could. But first up is Leifon Show for now.
Okay, size-based initiative rolled.
Thank you.
Is Brian Druid, is he still in dragon form, or is he transformed into human form?
No, dragon form at the moment. He hasn't done any transformation to any other form yet.
I request Hannah to give him a simple robe for right now that she has made, so he can wear before he does that in front of her.
Okay, I can tuck it under my scale or something.
Yeah, divert her eyes for a moment. Wait.
Polymorphing, creates clothing and stuff like that.
Okay, I didn't know. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just nothing extravagant. It just creates mundane clothing.
Okay. But I'm going to accompany him and wait till he finish his business here. And then I will explain to him also I acquired another business. Was it a weaponsmith? And I took upon his son to be my first disciple. He says nice, wonderful swords.
So you were saying that to Brian Druid, right?
Brian Druid.
Okay. So, Brian Druid, did you hear that?
Yep. Thank you very much for consideration. But I believe when I transform, the clothing gets created at the same time.
Well,
so it's not really a problem unless I want different kind of clothing.
You come to the right place. Allow me to accompany you as you do your shopping. I have no other business here. That would conclude my turn, I guess.
Okay. So Leaf on Show's clothes are ready on 31st of December. Gromnar's dummy is ready on the evening of 29th of December. Gromnar's cloak and clasp are ready on the evening of 29th December. Gromnar's cake ready on the evening of 29th December. Next up is Asher.
All right. So Asher is going to approach this merchant, and because he looks so rich, she assumes that he's the one she needs to see. And she says, "Hey, I'm here. You're the one to talk to. If I have a gem, I want to liquidate."
Oh, no one behind the counter, please. No one behind the counter.
And she puts up her hands and backs away in a okay man gesture. And then she stands here and then says, "Hey, you're the one I want to talk to. If I have a gem I want to liquidate."
Oh, yes. I, Zeke, specialize in my shop. Specialize in all manner of gems and also antique art objects. You know, the fineries of life. Jewelry, gems, art objects, what have you. That's my shop. If you've got something to hawk, bring it here, and hopefully I can give you a good price for it. And if you want to buy something extravagant, change your coins for gems, hopefully I can accommodate you.
Alright, Asher wordlessly holds up the sapphire.
Ah, sapphire, yes. Those run 1,000 gold coins.
May I get this changed?
Oh, yes, of course. Right over here.
Thanks. And as he's working, Asher kind of looks out the corner of her eye and sort of... She's casing the joint.
Okay. Yeah, you see basically locked up in the counter, all kinds of like jewelry. There's like gold, silver, copper jewelry in there. There's small art objects like combs and brushes and snuff boxes and things in there. And there are a few gems for sale. He has a small bit of velvet, small patch of velvet set up like a black square of velvet on the top shelf in the in the counter closest to the glass. That has, let's see, yeah. Okay. It appears that he has 1 diamond, 1 sapphire, and 1 amethyst available for sale.
Okay. Asher kind of... Yeah.
How much is the sapphire worth?
You're not there to appraise it.
Asher files all this away for possible future use.
And, let's see. What is the Grey Elf miscellaneous modifier for reaction?
For non-elves, it's -3. For elves, it's for elves who aren't gray elves, it's -1.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to charge you 40% changing fee.
Asher kind of narrows her eyes and says, "For what?"
Well, you see, there's a fee for coin changing within the city, and I have to pay a tax every time I do it. And it's a fairly stiff tax, and it just went up. And well, you see, I'm very sorry. I know 40% is steep, but I mean, I'm sure you'll be satisfied with 600 gold. Will that?
Asher holds out her hand to take the sapphire back.
Oh.
You are incorrect.
Oh, drat. Well, is there anything else I could do for you?
No, thank you. I'll take my business where it's not quite as steep.
Oh, fine. I'm sure you'll find that My establishment's the finest one in the city for your gem buying and selling needs.
She nods her head with mock solemnity and says, "I am sure it is. I'm sure." And walks out. Come on, guys. All right, and she asks Jim, "So, do we still go north to Temple through here, or do we have to backtrack and go north from there?"
He says, "Are you talking about to get to the Temple District?"
Yeah, so we can see, what was it, Tessa?
Oh, Terra.
Tara.
Yes. To get to the Temple District, we have to go to the northwest corner of this district and pass through the what they call the Nexus, which is a 3-gate triangle where many of the city guards tend to congregate during the day, because well, hanging out there is the shortest distance to most of the city, other than the warehouse quarter in the north.
Sounds like a bit of a hike, so let's move quick. And they jog northwest.
Okay, and let's take a quick 5-minute break. We've been chilling for about 3 hours now, so yep, 5-minute break, come back, and we'll have Velkeen's turn. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is Belkane here?
Yep.
Okay. So, next up is Belkane
Okay,
and company.
what can Gravel Gravel wants to kind of like eavesdrop in on what like the night captains are talking about, see if there's anything going on, if he can hear anything.
Let's see. Yeah, it sounds like they're talking about getting ready for a long shift tonight because of the winter solstice being so close, and you know, sunlight isn't gonna be for a while, and this is like the crappiest time of the year for the night watch because it's so cold and stuff. So make sure everyone is bundled up so they don't get hypothermia and freeze to death, and keep a lookout for the thief that you guys already encountered like a couple sessions back, and the one that stole Gromnar's shit, like his pouch, his bag or whatever, and he was talking about some guy named General Moen is commanding all the forces in the city right now, and he's in the King's Castle, in the King's Quarter to the north, and he just met with him and, you know, got all the intelligence reports about that thief was in town and whatnot, and like his gang sort of split up. So they're spreading out to the four winds.
Okay. Well, I guess Gravel will just continue waiting for the feast to and just kind of keep his eye open and see if anybody walks in that is interesting or might cause trouble inside the inn.
Okay. Next up is Gromnar.
Gromnar is still traveling to the...
Okay, if you jog, it's it multiplies your movement rate by 4 when you're out of combat.
Yep, he makes it inside.
Okay. And there's a bunch of city watchmen in there having drinks and whatnot. Gravu is pretty much the only party member left in the bar. There is a redhead girl in her mid to late 20s sitting at the bar. The good wife Lardwick is turning the rotisserie. That tax collector is still there with his personal guard. Lieutenant Lars is still talking with the indentured cleric and his 2 sergeants, and the watchmen are like all around this table and at the bar right over here. Pretty much this table was for Baron's company, but he's not here right now, so I put him on the GM layer. And then all these tables both these tables in the back are pretty much open, and there's 2 seats at the bar as well.
I guess he'll have time to think. Not too many familiar faces other than Gravo.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the newest faces since he left the bar are this girl here, and I think the night watchman.
City guard. I'm assuming they're.
Say again.
The guards. I'm assuming they're armed.
Oh yeah. All these ones have crossbows and like swords.
Gromnar, no! No,
And then
Gromnar!
these guys down here have like swords and shields, and then the cleric has like a footman's mace and a shield.
The crossbowmen though, they have swords of a sort.
Let me check. Pretty sure they have long swords, but I'm gonna check real quick.
No, Shannon, he's not gonna start a fight. I promise.
No, Gromnar, don't do it!
Okay, so they each have a long sword and a heavy crossbow, and then they're wearing chainmail and have a medium shield. So they're pretty heavily armed and kind of like medium armored.
So he's gonna kind of tap the one closest to him here on the shoulder, and point at his sword, the guards, and ask him, why you toothpick so small? Why you not have one like Gromnar?
Oh, you mean a greatsword?
Well, yes, it very great. It cut very good. It heavy. You're so tiny. Why humans all use?
Well, that's because, well, for the simple fact that we all have shields. You know, just in case the criminals have bows. Sometimes thieves and whatnot have bows. So we keep shields handy. That way we can form a shield wall for the lieutenant and his sergeants. You know, so what, they don't get shot. And we've got our heavy crossbows to fire, to shoot from in between our shields. So, you know, we could pin cushion blokes from, you know, 40 yards away. Maybe even more.
But you use such tiny sword, and Gromnar confused because Gromnar used this sword, and he points at the ones on his hips. And if Gromnar wanted, Gromnar used shield too, and Gromnar not understand why you use so little sword. Why not use big?
Oh, well, because well, you see, we're only men. You see, you're quite larger than a man, aren't you? You being an ogre, we can only use a long sword with one hand. A two-handed sword like that, well, takes two hands. A great sword is a two-handed weapon for us. But for you, because you're so large, being an ogre, you can use it with two hands. I mean, one hand.
Why you call Gromnar ogre? Gromnar human.
But because you're an ogre.
No, Gromnar human, you human, him human. What?
What? No. We're humans. You're an ogre.
You not understand. You not understand Gromnar. You human, Gromnar human, Calamar human, Valkane human, Varen human. Why you call Gromnar ogre?
Because you're an ogre? I mean, have you looked in the mirror lately? Well, you've got warts on you, and they're the size of my testicles. Humans don't get like that. Like, if we get warts like that, we die. It's usually from a disease. And what with you smelling like you know, curdled milk and all. Humans, if we get that dirty, we get a disease or something. You know, it's It's just our genetics are different, you know, like... Well, you could still bang my sister, right? And have a baby, but that baby wouldn't be an ogre or a human. It would be a half ogre. Not quite as big as you are. Like, our species can interbreed and stuff, but we're still genetically different. Like, you can see in the dark, right? Oh no, wait, that's right. Ogres don't see in the dark. Okay, fair point. I mean, you're basically a big human that's got warts and like stinks. But I mean, not horribly. Like, I'm not vomiting or anything. I've smelled curdled milk plenty of times.
And at this point, Gromnar is just kind of shaking his head and muttering to himself. Why are humans not smart like Asher and Calamar? They know Gromnar.
I suppose, yeah, I mean, since your kind and my kind can breed with each other, I guess you might as well be the same as a human. But for that matter, that would mean that elves and orcs and stuff are all humans too. And then what about dwarves? Does that mean they're not human because they can't breed with us? And then of course there's the fact that, I mean, elves and stuff can breed with us humans, but not you, right? Because like, if you tried to bang an elf, nothing would happen. You can't get an elf girl pregnant. Only a human girl. So,
Gromnar,
almost...
What you mean?
Almost...
What elf? What...
Sorry, what was that?
Gromnar not know what you mean. What elf? What dwarf? What orc? What ogre? Gromnar not know these things.
Okay. So you've got these things called species, right? Like us here, the men at this table, we're all the human species, right? You're not the human species, you're the ogre species, right? You can breed with ogres, but also humans, because, I mean, we fuck anything that moves, right? But, if you tried to mate with the elf species, you couldn't. Because elves only breed with, like, what? Themselves and with humans and, like, sylphs from time to time and maybe sirens and stuff. I don't know. I'm confused on that end. But anyways, like, if you tried to bang, like, a dwarf or an elf, you couldn't have offspring with them. So that means either you're not human or they're not, right? Because you can't have kids.
At this point, he'll kind of look over at Gravo and Gravo, this man make no sense. Gromnar not understanding. Him no tell Gromnar what Gromnar.
And
unfortunately, Valkane just dropped into.
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
So what did you say?
He's telling Gravo that this guy is making absolutely no sense, and he doesn't seem to understand.
Just leave it alone, Gromnar. You'll never get through to that person. We all know you're a human in our group.
Seaguard, Gravo no, Gromnar human.
Wait. So you've been mamby-pambying this ogre, telling him he's human the whole time? And he don't even know he's not human?
It better that way.
Damn. Well, Gromnar, or whatever your name is, I'm sorry. Like, I just couldn't stand that. If I had a friend like you, what thought he was human, but wasn't, I'd just have to let him know. You know, the truth. I couldn't let someone just blue pill like that all the time. I'd have to give you the red pill right away, mate.
Well, Gromnar not know you, but Gromnar know Linus Ironstar, and Linus tell Gromnar human. So, Gromnar human.
Oh. I think I've heard of him. Linus Ironstar. I think. He's some sort of, mercenary company leader out east, right?
Him and Gromnar use big stick go bang, but Gromnar likes sword better. Big stick go bang too hard for Gromnar.
Big stick go bang. Oh yeah, you mean those firearms they've got out there in the east?
No, not firearms. Big metal stick, it go bang. Not arms made of fire. What you talk about?
They're just starting to ship those out west here. I've only seen one in my whole life. It was sort of an oddity, but yeah, they're making an appearance out here too.
Wait, Gromnar know that Varen have wings like fire. Do humans also have arms like fire? Is that what this man?
What?
It's just Gromnar babble. Just nod and shake your head.
Yeah. Whatever the big ogre says goes.
That'll be it for Gromnar. He's provided enough entertainment.
And whatever the big ogre says goes. It's like you let the Wookiee win, you know?
That's like the party motto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up is Calamar and Company.
Okay, so Tron and Boogie will go into the thing. Where's the entrance? Where? Oh, down here. Okay. I was trying to walk through a window. And they see Gromnar, and they go, "Hey, Gromnar! Hey!" And Boogie Ball goes,
Hey, barkeep. 1, 2, 3. Pitchers of beer. 3 gallons of beer, please. Come on, let's go sit.
and they go over here and they sit and they ask him, "So, what's going on, Gromnar?"
Oi, coming right up.
And so, what does Gromnar say has been going on?
Well, Gromnar find Asher, and Asher have measure Gromnar for men who make metal skin, and this man here, he say Gromnar no human, he say Gromnar ogre. Boogie Will, you know, Gromnar human, you human, and Tirana human, and this man, he crazy.
Boogie Will says,
Of course, he's a stupid idiot. What can you expect sometimes from these people? They're such stupid idiots sometimes.
Oi, I'm no idiot.
and Boogie Will said, "No, I didn't mean you." Now that will be an interesting tale. When he turns around and talks to Boogie Will
Goes, oh, I didn't mean you.
The merchant Lardwick walks right up to Gromnar and gives him all 3 pitchers.
He'll carry him over the table next to her.
But, you know, they're just sitting around chatting with each other, amongst themselves, so. And Calamar's cleansing himself, and Olivia is still sleeping, and Jazzy is trying to teach the dog to pee on command. So that's about it.
Okay. Next up is Brian Durid.
All right. Well, still in clothing shop. Hey, where did you see where everybody else went? Asking left on show.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I hear you.
What is the question, my friend?
He said, where did everyone go?
Yeah, where did everyone else go? You see?
That is a good question. Not sure. I last saw them at place of tavern.
Well, I believe I have heard something referring as shopping, that you go to many locations, and then you return back to the very first location to make your purchase.
Oh yes. This is shopping like that buy clothes. See, Hannah here make me nice. I look very handsome.
Will it convey your status? Like
Yes.
if you have expensive clothing, you are expected, as you mentioned, to have a rich lifestyle.
Yes, look very important. But it's because of lifestyle. I had experienced both. So yes.
So if you want to be unnoticed, then get bad clothing, and then people think you do not matter.
That is correct. You treated like trash. I assure you, everyone treat me like trash.
Oh, but nobody
And I
here
make
would
a- I
dare
make
treat
a-
you like trash.
See, Hannah very important. She's beautiful, smart, everything you want. You should perhaps take her to a festival.
Festival?
Oh my
There's
god, I
a
love this.
festival coming up. I only know that there is Gromnar's birthday.
Birthday, oh, I started to hold my head. I want no more beatings. No more beatings. No. No more birthday beatings.
Oh, well, there's the New Year's festival, of course.
Oh, New Year. How many days away is that?
4. It's on the first day of the new year.
See? And celebrate Grand New Year, new beginnings. I think I do. Question, Hannah. Is it custom to buy friends and family gifts for New Year? What is custom here in city?
Yes, gifts are in order.
That'd be most troublesome.
Why?
I am not impressed when it comes to give gifts.
Oh,
In temple, they teach you to give gift means to give 1,000 pushes with your thumbs, beating with sugar cane.
oh my. Who would ever go to that temple?
I like dumbass. But because it was the worst temple, it's the most unlikely place that my father searched for me.
Oh. Why's your father searching for you?
Well, he wished to force me to marry. some
Yes, I
pussy
am curious
with
on this
more
one
power.
as well.
I
Your
choose to
father
marry-
is very
no,
important person.
no, father is asshole.
Asshole can be important as well.
Who is your father?
He's gonna look around to see like he didn't hear the question. That's not important. What's most important is, you see, parents impose inappropriate responsibilities on children. Me is forced to marry someone because I like to soil my oats. Is something that no, yeah.
Oh. You mean you like to fornicate?
I have tried the first time. I did it for hours there. Lots of back-breaking work, I tell you.
And you say your father tried to arrange your marriage and you like to fornicate too much and stuff.
Well, to put it like that, it's look very inappropriate. But no.
So you have children?
No. He wished to only make me marry so he gained more power. And I not know this person. To upper status to forced marriage, something I'm not comfortable with.
Ah.
I get married when I'm old and my balls sag, and I need someone to clean my drool.
Those would be good vows.
Now you get it. There's no better, just worse. It gets better when I go away.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing more on this one. This went a little bit off rails.
Probably go back to the inn during next turn together, or unless he has to do more shopping now, keep him company.
No, Brainerd doesn't have to do shopping. Brainerd has no money. Nothing has been divided yet.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
No.
Well, all right.
Gromnar just took effectively part of the loot.
Who's next on the turn order tracker?
I think Brain Druid's the end.
Yep, that was the end of it.
Okay, and is Leifon Show on the beginning of it?
Let me look.
Or no, the beginning is Asher, I think.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the turn order tracker was a little weird. Okay, so we're about as as northwest as I could go. Am I seeing anything that looks like the Nexus?
Oh. Let's see here. I'm going to turn the Clownfish voice changer off and see if that helps with my lag. Try closing the task manager too. Nothing's really helping with the lag. I'm going to, I guess, close Discord and see if that helps.
Okay.
I'll have to reopen it in a second. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's me.
Hmm? Oh, you were the next one on the turn order tracker?
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh, okay.
It was just, it was on, it was stopped on me. That's all. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I thought the unnamed token might have been you, but have you had your turn yet?
Yeah, we went in.
Okay.
I'll make mine quick. I'll just be walking back with Brian Jordan. I'll quietly tell him about who my father is and my actual status.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you
Woo!
are. Since okay, then Brain Druid nods because if it was told in quiet, that pretty much means he doesn't want everybody to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about finishing this errand as quick as I can and heading back to the inn, and then maybe we can discuss as a group if we want to fast forward to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I'll discuss and make sure the whole group know that I'm a runaway prince. If word got out and there's a bounty on me that Limpopo tried to collect, yeah.
Well, the runaway son of a politician, not so much a prince.
He's still an arrogant dog.
Yeah. Wow, it looks like I'm just going to have to open another session of Google Chrome because this one is like just completely frozen.
Okay.
Bad Chrome. Bad.
Yeah, Asher, I know what you need, what you want to do, because I cannot wait for the birthday party.
Well, and we've been kind of leading up to it for almost 2 full sessions now. It feels like we need to hit the climax of this here adventure.
Yeah.
Walking around shopping is only fun for so long.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, not unless you actually get together as a group and come up with ideas of what's needed for the next venture.
Yeah.
And then, you set everybody out to go get the appropriate items. Who has the best relationship with certain shop owners?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. OBS is still broadcasting like a little soldier. Go OBS, do it. Broadcast a black screen.
That makes me think that Calamar and Velcane, they're going to identify their items right around 10 or 11 o'clock. So we can't just skip straight to tomorrow.
Okay.
But there wasn't that much stuff that we identified, and then we could give it out. So, and then we'll
Sure.
sell everything and da 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 da.
Yeah, maybe we'll skip ahead a few hours or something,
Yeah,
and then do that, and then skip ahead several more hours.
yeah. If we do that, I just that would be smart. I think.
Yeah, yeah. If we don't get to it, we don't get to it. But yeah, like I think the whole round by round is getting played out.
Yeah.
You bite me.
Well, here's the thing. I'm place, and I can sit there and we can shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Forever. So I don't care. He doesn't have to do me. He can do you. You know what I'm saying? I'll do nothing forever until,
Yeah.
that's what it takes.
Well, hopefully I'm just a few rounds from where I'm going.
Yeah.
If I can complete my task within the next 30 minutes, then we might still be able to at least get to the beginning of the birthday party, maybe.
There we go. Now I can see the turn order tracker. Okay.
My husband made me some brownies. They're sitting on the stove. They're too hot to eat, and it's making me very, very hungry.
That's sugar for you. Sugar makes you hungry.
You could dip
even
them,
after eating them.
Dip them in milk while they're burning, searing hot, and cool them off a little bit.
Oh man, that would be good.
With a fork or something.
Yep.
Super hot brownies are delicious when dipped in milk. Delicious. Okay, so ascending order. Boom.
All right. That was more like it.
There we go. I just had to switch to some other maps real quick because it wasn't displaying the map. It was just showing a green or a gray screen. There we go. Just skating down to where everyone is at. And skating and skating. I call it skating because when you click the right mouse button to like move the map around, it's almost like you're putting your foot down on a skateboard to push. Okay. So Varen's polymorph still going. Time now is 3:10 p.m. Calamar's levitation is still going. Clothes, dummy, cloak, cape. Varen's polymorph. Wait, what? All the characters are gone.
Do you want us to roll initiative again?
Yeah, that's weird.
That is really weird.
My cat is desperately trying to lay on top of my keyboard.
Can you guys see your characters' initiatives?
No, I couldn't.
Nope.
Weird.
Turn order tracker is empty, except for the counter.
Okay, Asherly, Fun Show, Volcane, Kalmar, Grumnar, Brian Druid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. First up is Calamar and Company.
We sit and drink. That's what we do.
Okay. Brian Druid and Company.
All right. Right. Well, still on the clothing shop. So, hey, let's talk about more about this. Maybe in a more private setting where others are not hearing too much, unless you want to share the information with anybody else.
Let's go.
Maybe we can take a drink at the same time.
Yes, I have not had fresh almond milk or I miss noodles. Goat milk is so refreshing.
Okay. Next up is Velcane and Company.
Just waiting for the feast and identifying or not identifying yet, cleansing them.
Okay. Asher and Company.
So we're about as far northwest as I can get, and I'm looking for something like the Nexus. Do I need to keep traveling along this wall to get to it?
Skating up there real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, you just need to head west a little bit more. Well, southwest.
Alright, so group is continuing to jog.
And just as you get there, you see a middle-aged woman wearing a headdress, dressed up as a priestess of some sort. If you have the religion proficiency, I'll allow a roll. I think your henchman might have that. If you...
Yeah, Jim does, and he was directing me to Tara, so I don't know if he'd already know what she looks like or not, but I'll do a roll for her.
Okay.
Sorry, this is my first time making a roll on Jim.
So it should be checks.
And skill or
proficiency.
Proficiency.
Yeah,
there we go.
And then if he has religion, go ahead and roll that.
There we go.
Okay. Jim leans over and whispers in your ear. This woman is dressed like a high priestess of Isis. That might be Tara.
Oh, well, that's convenient. And she
like,
kind of
yeah, she's like, she walked up to the portcullis here, and she shouts out, "Make way!"
Miss Tara.
Yes, what is it? Oh, wait, hold on.
Hi.
My voice changer.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out Clownfish before our next session. Now that I've got followers or henchmen.
Yes, what is it?
Hi, I'm Asher. It's a pleasure to meet you. And she holds out her hand to shake.
She holds her hand out to shake as well.
Asher shakes her hand and says, I was actually on my way to
Yes,
see
what
you,
is
so...
it?
I was actually on my way to see you, so it must be... and she gets kind of awkward. She's like,
You were on your way to see me?
Yes. I had a little bit of business I was hoping to do with you if you have any interest. Two things, really. And she pulls the wineskin from where it's hanging against her hip, and she says, this is Mind Flayer Icor, and I was told that you would be the woman to see about making some potions of ESP out of it.
Oh, potions.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to make those, but I could, for a price, research how to make that in my temple.
Okay, that would be great. Do you want this, or do you want to, or do I need to bring it later?
Well, if you could come with me and accompany me to my temple.
Sure.
Okay.
And just then, the portcullis begins to open. And these bars start to... Whoa! Okay. Okay, these bars.
Asher looks over at Jim and says, good looking out, Jim.
These bars rise up. And the guards shout out from the top of the walls. The walls are approximately 45 feet high. So, like, their echoing voices call down,
Pass now into the Nexus!
and
Okay.
Tara kind of nods to everyone, and she walks in here. Kind of walks over to this fountain for a second. Turns back. And the portcullis closes again. Behind you. And you can hear the sound effect of that in the current ambience track from time to time. Portcullis opening and closing. I just heard it like right before I started talking. And then Tara just kind of walks over to this portcullis over here. And she sort of turns around and says, this way. Or wait, sorry.
It is this way to the God's Quarter. Do you know the God's Quarter?
Not me, but my companion here does. And she kind of makes a motion toward Jim. And Jim says, oh yes, I'm, I've been working in the city for a while. Well, by, working, I'm forced into it. But yes, my god Hera, she, I worship her.
And Tara nods to you and she yells up at the guards.
Make way into the God's Quarter!
And the guards, they shout down,
State your name and business.
And
I am
Asher
Tara,
says,
High Priestess of Isis.
and Asher says, I am Asher. I'm with her.
and Jim and Karanglor basically do the same. And the guards shout down, You may pass. And these, the portcullis here begins to rise. And Terra passes into the God's Quarter, standing next to this fountain over here. And she says,
Welcome to the God's Quarter.
Oh, it's a very nice quarter you got here. Nice job.
Yes, of course.
And she comes closer.
and the guards
says-
lower the portcullis again. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
And she says, just point me to wherever we need to do our business, and I'll hand over whatever you need.
And the portcullis comes down. And she starts walking towards this beautifully decorated building. It's made out of this white stone. It's the same white stone that the towers at the center of the city are made of.
Okay.
And there's like sand, and there's a front lawn and tiles and a big stairway leading up to a grand door at the front. And she knocks at the door, and the door opens. And inside, there seems to be a great sanctuary. And many braziers are lit inside, which I need to place. Actually. The interior smells like frankincense and myrrh. And the atmosphere is somewhat smoky. Though it does smell wonderful.
Okay. And Asher kind of turns with concern to Karen Glore and says, I know your senses are pretty sensitive. If this is bothering you, you can wait outside.
He just shakes his head.
Okay.
And at the southwest end of the room, there is a huge statue, probably about 40 feet tall, inside of this like 50-foot tall building. Fully 40 feet tall statue of Isis herself. Beautiful Aperceban woman dressed almost the same way as Terra.
Okay. Asher kind of gives a low whistle. like she's impressed.
Yeah. And there are several other priestesses in the room. Let's see. So, games. Do. The blonde priestess. Ginger priestess. Another brunette. And they all seem to be going about some sort of temple duties. Like one is pouring frankincense and myrrh into the braziers. One of them is like scrubbing the floor on her hands and knees, and one of them is I guess cleaning off the benches or something. And Tara directs you guys over to this this door here on the left side of the room, which would be over here. There's actually a door there. And she opens it effortlessly. And inside is a rather large table, some chairs, and bookshelves and the like. Miscellaneous tokens. Candles. There we go.
Excellent. Picked up a campfire.
Whoops.
There we go.
And there are actually several candles on the floor. As well, lighting up the corners of the room. Okay. And she sort of waves you guys in.
Okay. Gonna squeeze past her and bring everybody inside.
And she has a seat at the head of the table.
Alright. Asher's gonna sit across from her.
And it's like one of those like board meeting type of tables.
And Asher waves the other two to have a seat.
You realize just then that this is actually like a wizard's laboratory. You can see scrolls on the table on the southeast wall. There are several desks with ongoing like experiments and bookshelves and whatnot. And there are books on at least one book on the table already. Looks like someone was halfway done with some kind of research. And Tara says,
the next room in is the enchanting room itself. There is all manner of stone furniture inside, so as not to interfere with the casting of spells.
Sounds cozy.
Oh, of course.
I'm very impressed with this whole place.
We priestesses of Isis have a way with stone. You will see and learn that for yourselves while you are here. Do you remember that stone statue of Isis?
Yeah, just saw it a second ago, and it's very large. I'm not likely to forget it.
Good.
Yeah, you guys clearly know your way around some stone.
Yes. Please have a seat, and we can
Thank you.
discuss this business.
Asher sits down and waits for Karen, Glor, and Jim to also sit down.
okay, so it was potions of ESP.
Yep.
So that's in spells and magic. spell and item research, magical item creation.
She's carrying it in a wine skin, and it is 8/16 full, which I believe we decided was I've been tracking it for every dose, so basically 8 vials worth.
Yeah. Tara turns to you and says,
Oh, by the way, each of these vials apparently is enough Ica for an entire batch of potions.
That sounds terrific.
Usually a batch batch sizes vary from 1 to 12 potions.
Make me as many as you can, please.
Okay, potions. So, fortunately, potions are among the easiest items to make. Potions range from simple healing brews to potent mixtures capable of taming dragons or restoring a character to complete health and sanity. Some potions are clerical potions and can only be manufactured by priests. These include the elixir of health, potions of extra healing, potion of fire resistance, potion of healing, potion of sweet water, and potion of vitality. Both priests and wizards must be at least 9th level to create potions. Specialists in the School of Alchemy may brew potions at 6th level, but must use special procedures to do so. They may use the standard procedure after reaching 9th level or continue to use their special process. Wizards require an alchemical laboratory or a forge to brew potions. Priests must have a consecrated altar. A wizard may need to expand his library in order to obtain the texts and tomes needed for researching the potion's formula. Before a character can brew a potion, he must discover what processes, materials, and special ingredients are required, and how these must be combined for success. Research takes between 2 to 4 weeks, at a cost of about 100 GP per week. Are you willing to go through with this? It may take some time.
That's fine, yes.
If they were to use a commune or contact other plane spell to speed this research, they automatically succeed in the minimum time, which of course costs money.
Sure.
Are you willing to spend the money to decrease the time to the minimum amount?
I have money, yes.
Ah, good. If the person has a full dose of the potion in question to use as a sample, the research takes only 1 week and costs nothing. However, he still must have access to a laboratory or an altar in order to conduct the research. Which, of course, we have here. Do you have a potion of ESP that I may use it to conduct my research?
Well, no, but if you make one, could you use that to synthesize the others?
I only have to research it 1 time.
Great. Yeah,
Then
no, I
I
don't have one, though.
Then I enter the recipe into my magical spell book, and from then on, I know how to make potions of ESP.
Win-win, am I right?
Alchemists may use the research rules above once they reach 9th level, but before that, they must follow a lengthier and more expensive process if they take advantage of their ability, yada yada yada. Once a character has researched a potion's formula, he need not research it again. He can create samples of the potion as often as he wishes, as long as he follows the cost and time requirements. And of course, has, what did you call it? Mind Flayer Ica?
Yep.
Processes and materials. Potions that contain only a single use require 1 rare material, i.e. that Mind Flayer Ica, and 1 common process. Potions that provide several doses with 1 brewing require an exotic material and a rare process. Potions that normally produce more than 1 dose include Potion of Diminution, Elixir of Health, Potion of Extra Healing, Potion of Fire Breath, Potion of Fire Resistance, Potion of Growth, Potion of Invisibility, Oil of Impact, and Potion of Rainbow Hues. One of the advantages of the alchemist is that he need not obtain special ingredients before creating a potion. His knowledge of chemicals and reagents enables him to simulate these rare materials, whether he is using the alchemical process or the magical process. Cost and time. Assuming that the character is able to obtain any special or unusual materials required for the potion, it will cost him a number of gold pieces equal to the potion's experience point value to brew the potion. This process takes 1 day per 100 GP required. The alchemical process usually requires 1 full week and 300 to 1800 GP to brew a potion. The formula for that is 3d6 times 100 GP. Are you willing to pay 3d6 times 100 GP?
Sure, yeah, let's do this.
If the potion's experience point value is greater than 700, then the alchemist must spend an extra day per 100 experience points brewing the potion. However, at 9th level, the alchemist may choose to use the normal potion brewing rules instead.
Real quick, do you accept sapphires?
Only in cases of exact change.
If I give you more than the amount, can you hang on to it and I'll bring you exact change later?
Sure, that will serve as a retainer.
Terrific.
Success or failure. The base chance for a successful brewing is 70% plus 2% per character level, minus 1% for every 100 GP the potion costs. For example, a 13th level wizard brewing a potion of fire breath would have a success chance of 96%. Less 4% for a total of 92%. The DM should make this check in secret, since on a natural roll of 96 or higher the potion fails and the potion is cursed in some way. Okay, so I was wrong. Potions are brewed individually, not 1d12 of them.
Well, I'm willing to spend up to 3,000 now. If it's more than that, then I'll have to wait on some.
Okay. So, first I must do the research. And if you pay for my commune spell, it will take only 2 weeks. The commune spell costs, duplicate. Dungeon Master's Guide. NPCs. Employing hirelings. Common wages. Spellcasters, there. NPC spell costs. Commune. Okay. Commune is asterisk, which means the spell is normally cast only for those of similar faith or belief. Even then, a payment or service may be required. So, I am only willing to cast Commune for someone who hires me who is also a worshipper of Isis. Are you a worshipper of Isis?
Mm-hmm.
What are the basic tenets of the religion?
You guys are really good with stone.
Haha, you cannot bullshit a bullshitter.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know anyone like that.
So you had to throw it out, live long and prosper, and hope that
Well, in that case, it may take up to 4 weeks just to research this potion.
Alright, we'll do what we gotta do.
Okay, give me a 1d3 plus 1 roll.
What's that formula?
Oh,
That's just 1d3 plus 1
just
amount?
1d slash r 1d3 plus 1. Yes. Slash r space 1d3 plus 1.
Ah, cool.
It would take 4 weeks. That would be 400 GP.
Okay. Anything else, or is that my full tab?
That is your full tab for the research only. Once I have completed the research, you must return here in 4 weeks.
Okay, we'll do that. While I'm here, do you have any sort of healing potions that I could buy off of you, or is that something you have to synthesize on demand?
I honestly have never made potions in my life, so I do not know how to make those. Unfortunately.
Good to know. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to find something to, give my friend for a birthday present, and he really likes healing items. So I don't know if you don't have any on hand, then okay. But if you do, I am interested.
I am very sorry I do not have that, but if your friend is in need of healing, you may bring him here and I will heal his wounds for a price.
Can I pay you up front? Well, actually, I'm going to give you a sapphire, so just put it on my tab.
Okay. Thank you for the tip.
So Asher hands her a sapphire and says, "This will be the retainer. So, the 400, and then, whatever it costs to heal my friend. And when I come back, we'll discuss what else I owe you, and we'll just we'll continue to deduct it from the value of this gem. Does that sound fair?"
Yes. But the healing will cost 10 GP per point healed when I cast the Cure Light Wound spell.
That sounds just fine. So right now I have a balance of 600 GP with you, and we'll just continue to deduct that, and if we exceed it, then I'll pay you more.
Okay.
And Asher says, "Thank you so much for your business."
And thank you for yours. This sapphire will make a great sacrifice to Isis.
Yep, that's a good thing to do with it.
Now, if you excuse me, I must begin my research for your potion of ESP.
Great, thank you. And on my next turn, Asher and company will head on back.
Okay.
Sorry that took so long, guys.
Not a problem. I want those potions just like you, so yeah.
Next up is Leifon Show.
I will be walking back to the tavern with Brian Druid.
You need to tell me more about your homeland at some point. I am curious.
Well, not unless you like lots of rice balls. Not much to tell. I spend most
Rice?
of my time in temple training.
Yes, you are physically very fit.
If you have traveled many places due to the ability to fly, I am sure we have not seen many dragons in territory. So, not much see. Very,
Yes, sometimes we fly so high that it's just a dot can't even tell it's a dragon.
yes. I explained more back at the end. I don't know. Remember where the inn is from this point.
It's straight west from your position.
Okay, I will be whispering, talking to him, so others not in our conversation, heading back towards the inn.
Okay.
All right, do I travel with him or do I wait on his turn? How does that work?
If you're both traveling together, you'd have to wait till his turn.
Okay.
So, anything else from Leifon Show and Company?
No.
Okay.
I would make sure I let Hannah know what inn I'm staying in as well. She might need me.
Okay. Next up is Gromnar and Company.
He just carried the jugs over, and he's sitting with Boogie Will and Tirana, waiting for everybody to greet.
Yeah. Yes. Hello?
I hear you.
And that's all he's doing.
Okay. So, Varen's Polymorph still has 170 rounds. Varen's Followers, 145. Time now is 3:11 p.m., 28 December, 1085. Calamar's levitation is still occurring. Leifon Show's clothes are ready on the 31st of December. Gromnar's dummy is ready on the evening of the 29th. Gromnar's cloak and clasp are ready on the evening of 29th. Gromnar's cake will be ready on the evening of 29th. First up is Calamar and Company.
So, Trana asked Boogie Will to tell him a story, and he's going.
And didn't Leifon show? No, it wasn't. Lashawn. Then Lashawn, he climbed up outside the window with his dong just hanging there, right? I mean, like the baloney pony, right? Like, you know, it goes on for like 20 minutes, and she is laughing and laughing and laughing.
And that's about all they're gonna say.
Okay. The baloney pony. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. There we go. Alright. Now I can see what's going on at that table. Boom, boom, boom. All right, next up is Brian Druid and Company. So, Brian Druid and Leifon Show can move at the same time.
All right, Leifon Show, do you want to lead the way? I'm not familiar with the layout of this town or city yet, unless I take flight.
Okay, let's go. If you live to fly, you may fly. I do not judge how you travel.
All right. Okay, that way.
Yes, I believe it's due west of here.
Okay.
You move kind of sluggish. Are you hurt?
I am.
Hmm.
You don't notice large gaseous sword marks and things like that on. If you pay a little bit attention in it, you notice that there is a big long sword gash on belly, a couple of bolt holes, a huge bite mark, and one crushing blow.
Hmm. We shall get back in. I shall help take care of injuries.
Yeah, there are others, like Romnar is also hurt.
Then why not they say so? I mean, we have Violin, who's capable, and Van K, he's admirable, and Kalamar, and so many people, very helpful. You know, closed mouth, stay with Boo Boo.
Okay, anything else from Brian Druid?
No, keep. Actually, one question. You bought that one business, right? Because the paint was still wet on the name. Somebody very hastily changed the name.
Change the name where?
Oh, the clothing shop.
I own clothes shop
Yes, I see.
and weapon shop.
Oh, you own weapon shop too? A business person.
Well, I do not acquire much, but anything to help friends to get good deal, that would be necessary.
Well, you are also helping the owner.
Well, I make sure that each owner, since now work for me, that they be set for life. No worries about finance. So they work just to keep business open, but they are set for life.
That's all from Braindery.
Say again.
That's all from Braindery. Yep.
Okay. Next up is Velcane and Company.
Just waiting for the feast on cleansing objects. So not much.
Okay. Asher and Company.
All right, so we already said goodbye to Kara, so she is starting her research, so we don't want to disturb her, so we're gonna quietly head on out. Let me get everybody lined up so I can pick them up together.
Okay. Anything else from Asher and Company?
No, I'm just gonna move, but if I get to a portcullis, should I let you know if I need to get through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leafon Show and Company.
Yeah, continue to follow. Well, yeah, we're probably doing it right. I don't want to kill a dragon out in the center of the middle of town. Let's go back to it. Where's the entrance to this place? It's long.
It is on the west side of the building. So you're almost there. It's down here. Whoops. It's down here and around the corner.
We are at a portcullis whenever you get the chance.
Okay. Next up is Gromnar and Company. The gate guards say, "Who goes there?"
Asher again. Just going back to the inn. I got my god fixed.
And the portcullis goes up.
I'll let you know if I hit another one.
And it comes quickly back down. And there's another one.
And we are at the other one.
Who goes there?
Don't you guys talk to each other? It's Asher again. Trying to go to the inn. They're like doctors, I swear.
And the portcullis goes up.
And that's almost it for our movement. Alright, that's gonna be it.
Okay, next up is Gromnar and Company. Sorry about that, Gromnar.
You're fine. He's still sitting with Boogie Will and Tirana. Oddly silent for Gromnar. Kind of doing the whole move the food around the plate, but not eating it, but with a mug of whatever they have. And that'll be it until we all regather and come to a conclusion of what to do.
Okay. Gromnar is there. Alright, so end of round. We'll have our last 5-minute break, and then we'll have the final half hour of our session when we come back. Be back in 5. Ready, break.
Damn that guard. He just had to go and tell Gromnar he's not really.
But everybody who matters told him that he was. And certainly Gromnar, certainly Biggie Will's comment about them being idiots, it's got to resonate with Gromnar, right?
Yeah, but the seed's been planted. I have done my absolute best to play him as an ogre who thinks he's human, but now somebody broke that illusion. Like, everybody in the party has just gone along with it, you know? They've
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of gone along. But
Asher
this,
doesn't not feel bad about it, but she would be worried if she thought she was gonna get caught.
Well, you know, it's really because it's really what is true though, because everybody in our party, there's so many different kinds. You know, there's Jesse, there's Baron, there's Boogie Bill, there's you, there's Asher, there's me. Everybody looks very, very different on the outside, but we're all made of the same stuff, right? Yeah.
What are you talking about? What is this human? I see you no different. You take ass woman just like everyone else.
leave it to Leifon show and put it in black and white. See, it just sucks though, because you know now he goes back and he thinks about all the bad things he was accused of and heard about ogres when he was younger, and you know now he starts to think, well, maybe that's who I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean?
No, I know of worse a human.
Well, I mean, hell, he's already given into the ogre tendency to eat raw humanoid flesh.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
happens
harsh.
if Asher loses her credibility with him.
Thank
On
you.
top of that, he also gave in to their tendency to covet treasure and claim it as their own, no matter whose it is.
Stuff that get easy betraying. You did eat lots of nuts. You did not eat noodles.
That's the next Pixar film. How to
Yes.
Train Your Ogre.
See? With Buffoon, he did not consider eating friend's gold. No. He would eat anyway. And you have big heart. You remember when I crushed that woman's skull open? You puked. You had no stomach for it. See? Regular ogre could not do that. He would just say, "You going to eat that?"
And Grandma thinks, I did think that. I just didn't say it. Oh
No, he couldn't hold stomach. He can say, "Why I do that? I smell it. It stinks."
Yeah, but then a few days later, he's gnawing on dead dark elf.
no. Well, who doesn't, really? Brian Druid did. You saw he swallowed something whole.
I am true monk and priest. Given I face starvation, I would eat flesh. But because I have choice, I do not.
Gromnar, you just wait till Calamar's done, and Calamar will make you feel all better. Because he understands what you're saying, except that he sees it for real. You know? Yeah, we're all the same inside. So yeah, we're all humans, or elves, or whatever you call them.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So Varen's polymorph. Followers polymorph. Time now is 3:02 p.m. 28 December 1085. Kalmar's levitation still going. Ash's ESP research concludes on January 21st. Latest close ready on 31 December. Grumner's dummy ready. Evening 29 December. Grumner's cloak and clasp ready. Evening 29 December. Grumner's cake ready. Evening 29 December. First up is Calamar and Company.
Just talking and talking with Gromnar. Not
Okay.
noticing that he doesn't talk much. We're not noticeable.
Brian Jordan Company.
All right, we'll continue our trip. I believe it was this way. South or north? I'm trying to remember. I think it was south.
Yeah, south. And then you see it right there to your right. I'll just walk
Yeah,
to the front
that's
door.
right. Well, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, back. I'll go. There's the Gromner and the rest of Boogieville as well. Hi, Boogieville.
Hey,
Did you know that Gromner bought a clothing store?
what? You gotta tell me. Tell me about yourself, man.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, you gotta tell me about yourself, man. He wants to hear all about how he bought the shop.
Yeah, go ahead. And you told me about how the clothing will show the statue of the person and how people make conclusions based on clothing.
That is correct. The purchase believed available to improve lives, also help us with status. So both clothing store and also weapon shop.
Which weapon shop? I want to know so I can go and get and buy my stuff there if I have to go somewhere.
Look at this chain. And I would take off my chain and hand it to Boogie so he can examine it.
Ooh, very nice chain, very heavy.
Just a finest quality.
Boogie Bell goes, yeah, I definitely go shop there. Yeah.
And his son has good quality swords of all kinds. I helped with one, but he told me it would take several days for it complete. Not a fan of sharp weapons. Slashing and piercing is against my belief.
Yeah, I get that. I like to beat him in the head with my Morning Star. That's my favorite.
Yeah, now you understand. We agree. Death by blunt force trauma. Much more subtle. Very easy.
You can see the spikes on his Morning Star. Much more than blunt force trauma.
Right. I see yours also caused some twitching. Regardless,
And he has been keeping his Morning Star very clean. Like, he's proud of that thing.
Okay, next up is Velcane.
I guess just waiting right now. Gravel's kind of listening into the Gromnar and Leifon show's conversation up there.
Okay.
The party's sitting up there.
All right. Asher and Company.
Continuing to jog toward the inn. Jim, which way is it from here? The city's so big, I keep getting lost.
It's just down south right there.
Great.
Just beyond this little neighborhood. That first wooden building there. I heard they're going to light these streets soon.
How modern of them.
Yeah, I guess they've already done the King's Quarter and the warehouse district up north.
They should talk to some Lucilia
And-
City engineers. That's a beautiful city.
Oh. I've never heard of that city. What's that?
Oh, that's where I come from. It's a Grey Elf city. Very learned.
Oh. A city of grey elves, you say?
Oh yeah, we should go sometime.
Oh, do tell me of its beauty.
Oh, it's a huge cosmopolitan city. Well, they know of all kinds of travelers, and they're always, they've got a library that's the envy of the world, really. And my parents are scribes there, and I read all kinds of books, and I learned to write, and I'm taking notes, about all of our travels, so that when I get back, I can write about them and tell people, what's out there.
Oh, it sounds so beautiful.
It is. And
I
so
wish-
we all, go ahead.
I wish we could go there someday.
We probably will. Hang with me long enough, and surely we'll head on home. I mean, I've got to, say hi to my parents, and write a book, and see if I'm still getting married. The normal stuff.
And next up is Live on Show. And company.
Well, as I got done telling them the news of what I've been doing with my time, I'll allow the group to steer over that information and chat, and I will then start to quietly meditate and chant to my God. Pray for inspiration and enlightenment.
Shirka comes out of the back room, and she comes running in, and she hops over the bar. Real quick, and comes to the back of the bar where Leafon Show is, and she gives him a big old hug. And she steps back. Big old kiss.
Greetings. I not tell you of news. Why is way? I know I see the letters.
Oh my god, like, where have you been? Like, I've been waiting in the bedroom for like an hour.
So now you can wear fancy pants. Look,
Look, I am wearing my fancy pants. Look. Yeah, those fancy pants you bought me, I'm wearing them. Look.
And next up is Gromnar and company.
Is there room at this table?
Yeah, there's 3 chairs left. One here, and one here.
If not, we can take the one behind.
Well, if not, I mean, if there's room at this table, I guess I have a seat at the table with Boogie with them, and Shuka can sit on my lap while I meditate.
Okay. Gromnar and company. Are you there, Paul? it seems Paul has stepped away. Did you guys want to skip forward in time? Since everyone is back at the end. Mic check. Mic check.
Did we lose Josh again?
There we go. Can you hear me, Paul?
Yeah, I think so. All you do is something. Said pause next.
Yep. I guess he wants you to continue. Hear that, Paul?
Yes. Yeah, Gromnar's just drinking and waiting.
Yes, we do. Do you want to fast forward?
Yes, please. Are we gonna fast forward to the 5 p.m. when the banquet is?
We can go past that too, because we got the
Yeah,
stuff.
let's just say we ate and a good time was had by all. So, I guess to whenever your guys' identify spell is done.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm good with that.
I think 11 is the time Josh said that it'd be done at.
So yes, we have a consensus. 11 o'clock. $11 p.m., please. He says no. Okay,
4
4 it
p.m.
is.
Okay then.
I guess he has an encounter at 4 p.m., so that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out. Maybe the banquet is just that great that he doesn't want us to miss it.
Could be. We've been talking about it for a while.
It does cost enough that.
Am I right?
Yeah, you want to eat it if you can because you paid enough money for it.
Oh, that's a lot of people he's populating there.
Wow, yeah.
I guess this must be the restaurant in town to go for.
Yeah. All right, 7 hungry men into the inn.
I noticed you left and came back, Josh. If you're talking to us, we can't.
I wonder if you're not able to talk to us on Discord, if you could re-enable the voice on Roll20 and talk to us on that and then listen to us on Discord, maybe?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
go
still
ahead.
waiting. I think we're ending the session.
All right.
Makes sense with technical difficulty.
Yeah. Yes, Asher did. If you wanted to handle that next time, we can. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
So I've got to do everything by keyboard, but that's fine. Hey!
Adding that S.
She
Or
rolled
sorry, adding that HP.
3 HP.
Alright, HP is added. I'm putting it in the notes. Yeah, she's been kind of rolling. Usually she rolls like a 1 or a 2 one session, and like a 5 or a 6 one level up. So it all evens out to a pretty middling. Let's see. And I'm going to allocate. $15. Oh, edit. Oh no. Put 50 pockets and 15 into find and traps. I'm not entirely. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'll have to look into that. I've never had that happen. Okay, all of my XP has been allocated, and I don't remember if I get any webs or non-webs at 9, so let me double check that. I don't think I do. Okay, cool. That should do me then. Sounds like a plan. Can the audience hear you, or should we do the sign off for you? Cool.
Okay. um.
Nope, just looking forward to whatever happens at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Oh,
For our
actually, there
viewers,
might be more problems with Discord. It looks like it's just you and me anymore.
for our viewers, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye, guys. Thanks for
Yeah,
everything.
bye.
We appreciate everything.
And we'll see you next time. Adios.